Ryan Zinke, the U.S. Interior Secretary, has wrapped up day one of his 4-day listening tour here in Utah.
He's here to look at the Bears Ears and Grand Staircase-Escalante national monuments to determine the future of the well-known public lands. Secretary Zinke spoke to the media about his plans. News specialist Nicole Vowell was there. Nicole?
Well, Secretary Zinke has 45 days to review 27 national monuments across the United States, specifically monuments that are 100,000 acres or more, and 2 of them are right here in Utah. Zinke says he's here to observe, gather input, and work with the people in our state on this delicate issue.
Save our monuments!
I love these lands, and they're my lands and your lands and everybody's lands, and they are not the lands of our Utah politicians, and they are not the lands of oil and gas interests.
Stand with Bears Ears!
It wasn't the warmest welcome for Department of Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke today.
We would like to see the Bears Ears National Monument preserved for our children.
As he kicked off his first stop to review dozens of national monuments, including Bears Ears and Grand Staircase, 2 precious preserved locations in the Beehive.
What am I doing to review? I'm looking at making sure we follow the law, what the Antiquities Act was intended to do, talking to all parties, and getting a perspective.
Noting the importance of protecting public lands, Secretary Zinke also says practical use of lands is part of the review process.
If you're a hunter or a fisherman or a cattle, is also important. And so I'm here to get acquainted with the issue.
And a big part of the issue is protecting tribal sacred land, Zinke says, which is why today he met with Utah's top Native American leaders.
This is the first time they're at the table, and there is some distrust of previous efforts that the tribe and tribes in this case aren't heard.
But the secretary promised the voices of the tribal leaders will be heard, and so will the voices of others in the communities.
I'm passionate about Utah's wild lands, and I want them to be there for my kids and potentially grandkids.
Communities that are passionate about public land use and the future of 2 major monuments in Utah. Now, historically, national monuments have been modified, but never has a monument ever been rescinded. This is also the first time a president has signed an executive order to review national monuments to this extent. Ashley and Keith, we're going to follow this, of course, every step of the way and bring you the latest as soon as we know. And he's wrapping up that 4-day tour on Wednesday, so we'll know a lot more then. Back to you guys.